Hey guys, Earth here. Welcome to the first weekly gaming news roundup. Today we'll be talking about the future of Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch with Ben Shoeman. Hope you guys enjoy. So I wanted to start with this article about the PlayStation 5 from The Express by Liam Martin. It's titled PS5 Release Date News. Sony makes this major change to the next PlayStation. I don't feel that this title is very on point. There's not really any information about the release date in here. The best they give us is a 2020 release date. That being said, we start out with Sony has dropped a major hint about the future of the PlayStation brand and specifically the PS5. With the PS5 release date creeping ever closer, Sony has started to discuss some of the changes that will be made to the PlayStation brand. Taking a cue from smash hit games like Fortnite, GTA Online, and Call of Duty, Sony wants to release its own multiplayer classic. Also down here we have what we don't want so much, or what we don't do so much in is multiplayer, and I think it speaks to the power of the internet on the one hand, but otherwise we might want to revisit that to get more family engagement in the gaming experience. What are your thoughts on multiplayer facets coming into PlayStation 5?
I mean, I would like Sony to kind of return to couch co-op, because like during the PS3 era they had some of that. They had Little Big Planet, which was pretty fun to play. That also had online multiplayer, and also I never played this, but PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, as terrible as that may have been. But I think it would be nice for them to kind of return to that. I don't foresee them necessarily returning to that because it seems like this generation the consoles were mostly just PC clones having like x86 processors and that sort of thing. So I don't see them going to that, but I would like to see them go doing something like that.
Right. They kind of acknowledge that down here. We have the power of narrative, big spectacular experiences, but not a whole lot in multiplayer side of things. I think that's an area where you will likely see us start to make more noise in the new team. So that's really good. I'm looking forward to that. That being said, obviously Sony has a big competition in the Xbox releases. So we have some news here from Trusted Reviews about the Xbox 2. At least that's what they're dubbing it right now. I really don't think that'd be a good name for it. It's kind of terrible, honestly.
No way.
They say all the latest news and rumors for Microsoft's next console. And this is by Jade King. So I really wanted to discuss just this quote here. We have, our experts in Microsoft research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even richer and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device. Not only that, but we are dedicated to perfecting your experience everywhere you want to play, whether it's on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered unprecedented performance with the Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmarks for console gaming. So I know you don't have the best opinion of the Xbox in its current form. What are your thoughts about where Microsoft says they're going right now?
I mean, I think the Xbox One is all right. It's really just struggles in the having games department. Like, why get one when I can just get games from Steam?
Right.
But I think I don't really foresee them, like, the whatever next console they make, if they do make one, I don't really foresee it being in the way consoles are now. I could totally see them, especially with like that statement, them looking at some sort of cloud streaming type service with a console, kind of similar to the Nvidia Shield, that's where I would see them going with it, like making an affordable device that's like $200 or so that just streams games from some cloud service.
Well, what I find really interesting is they're talking about getting console quality gaming on any device, and then they specifically bring up your phone. And it sounds like, just in general, a lot of gaming is heading towards that mobile market. And if they're trying to get console quality gaming on your phone, is it possible that maybe they'll be looking at partnering with like Razer going forward, or are they going to try and delve into making Windows phones again that have like Xbox level performance? What do you think about that?
I mean, honestly, Microsoft's been really weird lately about like using open source software like Linux, I think Android as well, and they're switching Edge to using Chromium,
Right.
that is. So I could see them putting something on Android phone, potentially maybe even iPhones, that involves like the whole, I don't know, some sort of game streaming. Because like, I don't know, Fortnite on phones is popular, and it kind of sucks because you have to download 2 gigabytes worth. So having some sort of game streaming thing on phones could be worth it. Plus, Xbox Live is apparently coming to iOS and Android. So
See, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. What I do think is interesting is they're making all these big sweeps with other areas, and they're still giving us a tentative. And this could just be the reporters, but we're getting a tentative release date of 2020, which is right around the same time as when the PS5 is going to be releasing. So, do you think it's possible we'll be seeing like a ninth console generation, and that might be our last console generation that we're going to be getting, or do you foresee like more consoles coming later on down the line?
I could definitely see it being the last console generation of game consoles as we know them, because as of right now, they're basically just PC clones. Now that said, as for like some new form, I mean, Nintendo's already kind of pushing that way with the Switch. I could see consoles kind of taking a new form, considering like right now, it seems like you may as well just have a PC plus a secondary console. That's what I've seen a lot of people say online. So, I don't know, it's kind of exciting to see where things may go. But no, I don't think consoles as we know them right now will survive past the next gen.
All right, so on that note, I kind of want to talk about maybe not consoles moving forward, but there's been a lot of buzz lately about the mobile gaming market and that sort of sphere. So we know that the Nintendo Switch has been doing extremely well for Nintendo, and they've been getting a lot of stuff moving over lately. So right now we just got news that 3 Resident Evil games are headed to the Nintendo Switch. The original Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 4 all have eShop release dates of May 21st. And with the re-release of Resident Evil 2, this is kind of a big popular franchise right now. So that's going to be a big push towards the Switch, I'm sure. So do you think there's going to be a lot of movement just in the industry in general towards that mobile sphere, especially with what we're seeing Microsoft saying, or do you think it's going to be more of like this local multiplayer stuff that Sony's trying to push through?
I mean, honestly, I could definitely see a push towards experiences similar to Nintendo has, where it's like you have half you can play it on the go, half you can like connect it to your TV and play there. I'm actually surprised that no one's been speculating something similar from Sony or Microsoft, because I could totally also see them having a very similar idea, like with the PlayStation Move or Kinect. Although Kinect is kind of its own thing, I think. But I could definitely see kind of a push toward more mobile solutions, maybe not necessarily entirely mobile, but with some big mobile component. Sony kind of tried that during the PS3 with their remote play on the PSP and Vita, but I don't think it never like completely saw the light of day beyond like you can do some things on your PSP that you can do on the PS3. So I could totally see gaming moving toward half mobile experiences, if that makes sense.
One thing I think would be really interesting with that is if, because we saw over in the Xbox article that they're talking about making it so that you have console level gaming on your phone. Is it possible in your mind that maybe Microsoft is looking at what Nintendo's succeeding with right now and wanting to build a streaming service to where you have the console at home, but then you can like pause your game and pick up on your phone and just go and play on your phone while you're leaving the house? Like, do you think that's maybe where we're headed with this?
I think that's definitely where Microsoft is headed, yeah. Especially because I don't know, cloud streaming is a big thing, and like I already mentioned this, but Resident Evil 7 recently in Japan got a cloud streaming release on Switch, and from what I gather, it played pretty well. It was pretty expensive from what I gather, but it played well. So I could totally see Microsoft moving toward doing something like that, kind of similar to the NVIDIA Shield. Because from what I've heard, I've never actually done it myself. But I've heard it's pretty solid.
What I'm thinking is, with our next article, we have comicbook.com. They're talking about this report: Halo, Gears of War, Cuphead, and more coming to Nintendo Switch. Now that's kind of a definitive title. It's not. It's more of speculation from the reporting on the Xbox Game Pass coming. But since we're seeing a lot of titles moving over to the Switch right now, and Microsoft is pushing a lot of stuff over to the Switch right now, what my thinking is that we may be seeing them providing basically this streaming service and then putting it onto as many devices as possible for people to just play it on whatever they have, you know. So like they'll have their own thing and it might play like the best on their console, but then you could also just pay for the streaming service and stream the game onto the Switch or onto your computer or onto your phone or what have you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Microsoft is already, like, they'll get money from the Xbox Game Pass for sure. Plus, with Xbox Live coming to iOS, Android, the Switch, I could definitely see them moving toward, like, because Microsoft does have their own PC hardware in addition to, like, all the other companies. So I could see them having their own thing, like you were saying, plus, like, you can just play it on whatever device. So they still get a little bit of money from their own thing, but they also, the main draw will be the Game Pass. So I could totally see them using cloud streaming in addition to that.
Right, and so this article in general, this is coming from a French outlet. We have Joe Video, is the latest to confirm that Nintendo and Xbox are teaming up in a big fashion this year following Game Informer and Direct Feed Games. However, the French website also provides further details into what the collaboration will entail. And they say not only is Xbox Game Pass coming to the system, but Microsoft will release some of its first-party games directly onto the hybrid console. So I think this may be more of like a build-up to that sort of like streaming service that we could be seeing. Because they're announcing Ori and the Blind Forest, Cuphead, Forza, Gears of War, Halo. And granted, this is just one source to be taking this from, but with all of the pieces of Microsoft talking about it and seeing them putting Xbox Game Pass on the Switch, as well as getting all of these games moving over, I think that's a lot of evidence pointing towards that. And I think basically we may be seeing the end of the console wars as we've known them for the past 30 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
at least between Nintendo and Microsoft, because they've been surviving together since the whole Fortnite crossplay debacle.
pretty much. But I think that's all we really have for today. Thank you so much for coming on today. Do you want to go ahead and plug your channel, and I'll get your information down in the description for everybody?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. So my YouTube is just Ben Shoeman. Very complicated URL, so just check the description for that. And then my Twitter and Twitch are Benny, BENNY _B00 for Benny Boo. So yeah, go ahead and check those out if you're interested in like speed runs when I want to do them, Smash Bros, all that sort of stuff.
All right, thank you so much for watching today, guys, and everyone have a wonderful day. Bye. Hey, look at that. You made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you really liked it. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/EarthquakerGaming and on Twitter at EarthAndAzeroth. Every day is what you make it, so make this one a great one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!